Welcome to Earn the Right. This is a multi-track audio channel for midlife founders, professional experts and solo practice owners who want to take control of their voice, their reputation and authority and unlock the opportunities that come with that. We have 4 tracks and each track is like a mini show. Track number 1 is Crank the Third. This explores the entrepreneurial and creative side of life after 50. Then we have Pocket PR Essentials, and these are short, sharp audio coaching sessions on building visibility, credibility and trust without the hype. Then we have In the Arena, and these are unfiltered reflections and essays and riffs from my own journey of building authority in public, and they're adapted from my Earn the Right Substack and other works in progress. And the 4th one we have is From the Trenches, and this track is all around candid conversations with credible experts and practitioners and peers who are earning the right in their own fields, and we get to hear their lessons and their expertise and their experiences and their knowledge and advice if and when they share it with us on this particular track. So today's track is In the Arena. So this is adapted from my Earn the Right Substack. Today I will be covering one essay that has appeared on the Substack newsletter, and in other ones we're going to down the track we'll have dispatches on credibility, creativity, communication and the craft of showing up. So let's get on with this show. Crossing the perception bridge from expert to authority. Expertise earns respect. Authority earns recognition. It's all a matter of perception. You can be brilliant at what you do and still remain invisible. Every industry has its unsung heroes, the battle-hardened consultants who quietly deliver exceptional results, the entrepreneurs whose ideas and insights have the potential to reshape an entire sector, the advisors whose depth of knowledge runs circles around the latest LinkedIn influencer. And yet, despite their knowledge, skill and expertise, they remain largely unrecognised outside of their immediate circle. Clients love them, colleagues respect them, but the market doesn't necessarily see them. And that's the gap between being an expert and being seen as an authority. Experts are good at their job, no doubt. Authorities are good at their job, but they're also recognised for it. By way of example, take Sarah. Sarah had been solving complex data architecture problems for 15 years. Her colleagues came to her with their toughest challenges. Her solutions were elegant and efficient and saved her company millions. Yet when industry conferences needed speakers, they called someone else. When journalists needed quote about data trends, etc., her name never came up. When recruiters searched for data architecture thought leaders, she was invisible. Sarah was an expert trapped in anonymity, and she's not alone. Maybe Sarah's story resonates with you or someone you know. There's a ceiling most professionals and expert founders hit that has nothing to do with their competence. You can master every technical skill, deliver exceptional results and earn the respect of your clients and your colleagues, yet remain virtually unknown outside of your organisation or immediate network. This isn't about politics or luck, it's about understanding a fundamental truth. Expertise and authority operate in different realms. Expertise is what you know and can do. Authority is what others believe you know and can do. In today's reputation economy, being the best kept secret in your field is a surefire way to be overlooked for opportunities, i.e. new business, collaborations, media interviews, podcast guest spots, speaking opportunities, etc. At worst, it could lead to professional irrelevance or career or business stagnation, and we don't want that. The main interesting opportunities, speaking engagements, board positions, consulting arrangements, media appearances, tend to flow to recognised authorities, not hidden experts. Companies increasingly hire based on thought leadership, reputation and professional profile as much as technical capability. And here's what most professionals, solopreneurs and expert founders often miss. The transition from expert to authority isn't about self-promotion. It's about shifting from consuming insights to creating them, from solving problems to teaching solutions, from being useful to being influential. This doesn't happen by accident. You can't just add authority to your LinkedIn profile and expect to reap the benefits that come with being a genuine thought leader in your space. I know, lots of people out there try to do it, but it's not the real deal. The bridge between expert and authority. How do you cross this metaphoric bridge then? How do you make the market see you as a trusted voice, not just a competent operator? Here are some ideas. Number 1, codify your expertise. Authorities don't just do the work, they articulate it. They package their experience into frameworks and methods, and they name their processes. When you create intellectual property, you signal depth and distinctiveness. Most experts solve problems and move on. Credible authorities document the process and create repeatable systems. Start treating your problem solving as a content creation opportunity. Turn your approach into a named methodology. Create frameworks that others can apply. Document patterns you've discovered. Build diagnostic tools or assessments. Oh, and don't forget to articulate and communicate your ideas, your insights and IP via social media, owned media content, and via earned media opportunities. For example, a recruiter creates the LEAD framework for executive assessment and becomes the definitive voice on C-suite hiring. Name your IP. Number 2 is own a point of view. Authority requires perspective. An ever-evolving perspective, I will say as well. Don't just describe what's happening in your industry, interpret it, challenge assumptions, offer alternatives, show people not just what you know, but how you see it. Experts solve problems as they're presented. Authorities reshape how problems are understood. This means developing and openly sharing defensible opinions about what your industry gets wrong and why, where it's headed and what others are missing, which best practices need updating, what questions should people be asking but aren't. Your point of view doesn't need to be revolutionary, it just needs to be yours, defensible and clearly articulated and communicated. And number 3, build your communications platform. Your owned media channels represent your insurance policy. A website, a blog, a newsletter, a podcast, whatever the format, it needs to be a consistent and reliable home for your insights, stories, and your ideas. Social media is useful and still should be leveraged, obviously, but it is borrowed digital real estate, and the rules can and do change. Authorities build their home base on virtual land that they own and control. Choose one primary owned media platform and then share your content via those channels where your intended audience gathers. Focus on a couple of channels only, i.e. one owned channel and one social media platform, before expanding into others. Start dipping your toe into earned media when you feel comfortable in doing so and you have established your presence online. For example, your owned newsletter for direct audience building, that's owned media. LinkedIn for B2B professionals and executives, social media. Industry publications for credibility and reach, earned media. Speaking circuits for personal connection and relationship building, again, earned media. Consistency on owned media beats a sporadic presence across borrowed platforms. And number 4, show up in the right rooms, speak on panels, contribute to respected publications, join industry conversations where serious players gather. Authority is partly earned by association. The company you keep matters. This is where relationships become crucial. Engage meaningfully with established voices in your field. Collaborate with peers rather than competing. Contribute to conversations, don't just broadcast. And build genuine connections with industry influencers. Your network becomes the multiplier. When peers, clients, and connectors share your work, it expands your reach far beyond what you could achieve alone. Authorities aren't solo voices shouting, they're trusted voices echoed by others. Building authority, i.e. crossing the bridge from expert to authority, it follows the same rules as compound interest. Small, consistent actions create exponential results over time. Your first article might reach 50 people. Your 50th might reach 5,000. Your 100th might change the trajectory of your business and your career. The entrepreneurs and professionals who successfully make this transition don't do it through viral moments or overnight breakthroughs. They do it through showing up consistently, sharing generously, and gradually building and shifting from being known for what they do to being known for how and what they think. Every expert has the raw materials for authority, hard-won insights, experience, and a perspective that others would value. The bridge between expert and authority isn't built from special talents or lucky breaks. It's built from the decision to develop a point of view and start sharing what you know consistently and authentically. The question isn't whether you have something worth saying. The question is whether you're willing to start saying it. Your industry needs more recognised experts and thought leaders who actually know what they're talking about. Your business needs the opportunities that come with authority, and your insights need an audience beyond your immediate circle. The bridge is there. You just gotta start making your way across it. Thanks for listening. My name is Trevor Young. Catch you in the next episode.